What's the mighty good word, party folk? It's your Mile High Priest. I'm up here on the Sun's Day. It's Sunday, January 28th at around the noon time in good old Denver. I'm your Mile High Priest. This is a Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising collective reading. Regardless of whether you have a distinguished Pisces placement in your natal chart, this may still resonate with you. Feel free to check out the other sun or sign placements as well as a collective reading, especially I'd say the latest ones. And for you Pisces, maybe you don't want to know what card I've been meditating on. It is the Tower card. I have Nat Gersberger. I hope I'm not ruining her name or their name. The Radiant Wild Tarot Tower card, as well as you know like now I'm getting I've been studying a lot lately, so I'm getting a lot of the dual sometimes the trio of cards. There's a lot of different connections. But we do have Strength and we do have the Tower. These are both from the Radiant Wilds Tarot. We'll just get down and into it, right? Again, Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising. This is your reading. Pisces Magicians, Pisces High Priests, High Priestesses, Piscean Kings, and Queen of Cups. This is your highest, most oceanic, deep, oceanic, newly discovered, illuminescent, illuminating, beautiful creatures of the of the sea world. I am your effervescent, funny looking, fleeting, also very fishy mercurial gesture for your with your divine messages for your spiritual exaltation and human evolution. I have the Herbal Astrology Oracle. I have the Wild Unknown Alchemy Oracle cards. And then I have 3 tarot decks, the Hermetic, the Wild Unknown, and the Golden Universal, which I've been referencing the Golden Universal as having the flipping Strength and Justice, but it's actually the Hermetic Tarot. No, I'm sorry. It's actually the Wild Unknown Tarot that has the flip. Here's other beautiful Tower cards. Here's the Golden Dawn, and here's the Wild Unknown, right? Okay. Ordering the underwater court. Okay, so you could be, you and your partner can be in the midst of conceiving a child. You could have recently found out that you and your partner are pregnant. You're having a kid. You're having a child. You're bringing a human life. Congratulations. Or you could be having a lot of, intimate rendezvous. Congratulations. I'm feeling way funky today. But this could also rest in that Mars in Capricorn arena. We do have Mars, Venus, and Mercury all in Capricorn. So they're talking to a lot of these personal planets are talking to all the bigger planets. Like they're all squaring with, besides trining with the big planets, they are also squaring the North Node in Aries. So Mars rules Capricorn. Mars doesn't rule Capricorn, I'm sorry. Mars is exalted in Capricorn, and Mars rules Aries and Scorpio. But significant to this reading is the Mars in Aries connection and the Mars in Capricorn connection. Venus also recently began her transit through Capricorn. So you could be meeting someone and it's just, you know, it's really about doing things differently, or things may appear to start differently. Things may be really rushed and intimate. So there's, or a lot of intimacy could be like at play per se. All these puns, right? In this courting kind of season, it's like but besides that, like physical, really attraction, there's like, there could have been a recent enlightenment moment, which now is more meaningful to you. It's like, you know, when you have those eureka moments. I've been talking a lot about the eureka moments lately. I don't know, it's in the collective. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra, Mercury. Ancient wise ancestors, helpful spirit guides of the highest light, ascended masters, thank you so much. I'm only pulling one of these. At the bottom of the deck, you do have Ginkgo, which is breakthrough, card number 39. I don't know if this one was recent in one of the collective readings or a sign placement reading, but this Ginkgo card has appeared recently, and it is that Ace of Swords quality, which is that quality of the tarot card that to me references enlightenment, right? That like eureka moment. It is that breakthrough. Psilocybin wanted to come out. Chamomile, inner peace, and commune. So yeah, you can also be like really elevated right now, and it feels like you have this bird's eye view, like you really have that view of this Aquarian view of the land, right? Okay, so your card is number 18, Lion's Mane, leadership. So strength is here. In the traditional tarot, it is a lion, the Aquarian angel holding the lion, like with their strength, right? So yes, this Leo full moon has inserted like, oh, this is great. So it's Mercury and Uranus, right? Uranus recently gone direct. Uranus also has a significance when it comes to the Tower card. Uranian moments can be described like a Tower moment. And with the Justice symbol, the scales, and the water bearer, this jug bearing the water like the star, it's that culmination. It's like, if after the Tower card comes Temperance, after that comes after the Tower card comes the star, right? So, and the star references that quality of temperance. So like there's all these levels of seeing that you're doing. So it's like really illuminating. What I'm trying to get to is that you're seeing your power. Thank you so much. You're seeing your manifestation power, and it's like someone or something like an angel, a spirit guide, a very helpful spirit guide that you have is like trying to get you to do something, like, hey, it's time to create. And I notice the Tower card is appearing in collective readings. Depending on which intuitive reader or tarot reader that that you watch. Yeah, I'm just having a conversation with y'all, I feel like. Thank you so much. Angels of the highest light, spirit guides of the highest light. Here we go. Here we are with Uranus. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm holding it back. No, there's a hand of God. So like, yeah, there's a lot of intimacy. So maybe it's like you're seeing intimacy in a different way. It's like you discovered a whole new, it's like a way of making love, and like, but it isn't like the act of making love. It's like how you are attractive. So it's like maybe even what you find attractive is changing, or maybe it's like there's a friend that you're falling for, or there's just like this, what's the word? Like not non-typical relationship that you're like, what is going on? Or there's a lot of different energies around. Sorry, it's like the water. There's like this water noise coming from. I'm sorry. Yes. So there's like this new flow. It's like this new sensation. You're like, you notice it in others. Now you're noticing it in you, where it was maybe more you were giving attention to others. Now the attention turns to you. I have Aries, Aries is an asteroid. So Mars rules Aries, who is not just a zodiac sign. They are a god, a masculine god, and then Eris is a feminine god that is a counterpart to Aries, right? And this is a more Venusian. Copper is a more Venusian metal. Uranus. There is a trine today with Mercury and Uranus. Mercury, Uranus, and Venus are all here. Venus is squaring the North Node. Also, Mercury squared the North Node yesterday. As I mentioned, there's a lot going on. This tower could very well be a Uranian moment, in that it wow, and I like the yellowing card. Yes. So like it's moving from this it's moving from, I'm going to read that card because I wanted to brush up on it, but it is. So the snake is also appealing to me because the tower card with the strength card, besides like conception, it could be, or conceivement, it could be like you are creating something, or you're actually about to have a Kundalini activation. So it's like, if you know anything about that, it's best to just have like a teacher or a guide or someone who actually knows more than like a YouTube tarot reader can help you, like someone in reality that can help you, or a teacher or a guide or a spiritual guide like that may be good to have them, like for example, have them on a dial or speed dial. And then we have conjunction. So yeah, like you're coming together with your, like, it's like your job, like Uranus is like, you're maybe going over here, so they're like switching you over here, or you're maybe finally kind of in the midst of landing that job, landing that position. It's like you've been working with very little. Thank you so much. Pisces, it's so wonderful to have you here. This is a very like all over the place reading, so I apologize if I'm confusing you, but there are a lot of levels of messages. So in this case, I'm getting that there could be someone who's been looking for work, or looking for something as far as like job or creativity or intimacy in relationships with the self. So Uranus is, we have the King of Wands. So yeah, the Leo moon, Cancer may be prominent or significant in your chart. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis, Lord of Peace restored. So right now, yeah, you're feeling a little bit like you want to make a decision and you want to make a move, but you don't know how. And that's what the Uranus card was telling me, is like you've been working with almost very little. Like it's almost like this is a bad example, but I'm gonna just say it, like going into the boxing ring without boxing gloves, showing up to the proverbial gunfight with a knife or whatever. Like you're not working with much, but you're still feeling like you have to obviously do something. Like say if you don't have any means or funds to, like, that means you have to like get up and go get funds, right? Like go, so it's that sort of effect of like you have to do something regardless of whether you're ready or not. And so it feels like you've been doing that, like you don't know if you've been doing the right thing or headed in the right direction. You just have honored that you are working with a like direct orders from God, and you're following that will, that is your direction. And so that's the Tower moment. That's you've been in a freaking Tower moment, and you've been gaining this like new power. It's a new power, it's a new form of strength. And then we have the Star again in reverse, or not again, I don't know why I said again. Another card comes in reverse. So like it's almost time, right? It's almost time. Once in a few days after this reading, you'll start to not even, it's not so much of like taking a laid back approach. It's like taking an even like your flight, you know, when the airplane rises in elevation. So it's like you'll feel this rise of elevation, and in that it then flips the script so that you're able to realize like, oh wow, wow, I've been going through this, like I've been doing this with like almost next to nothing. And then we have the Hermit in reverse as the basis, as the origin of all these feelings, right? So it's like staying in elevation while trying to build the grounds, right? Princess of Wands, so air and earth, fire and earth, sorry. Yeah, Uranus and Venus, right? Like coming together in a way. And then we have the Princess of Pentacles is on top of the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. Okay, so here we are. Four of Pentacles, no idea what to hold on to, no sense of belonging, no sense of groundedness, okay, brings you into the state of realizing I have to seek. With the Hermit being here in reverse, it's like you don't even know what you're looking for. You don't even know what you're trying to restore as far as your faith or your hope or your like direction. And so then that brings you to a moment, this Venusian moment, okay, from this Tower moment of like, I don't know what is going on. I don't know why I'm losing all this energy, losing all this time, losing all this money. Something's got to give. I don't know what's happening. Puts you into this Four of Swords, meditative, Sleeping Beauty, sleeping. No matter that's not a gender. That's not a gender-based descriptor there. That's just like Sleeping Beauty, right? Whether you're a handsome Sleeping Beauty or a pretty Sleeping Beauty, brings you back into this self-study mode, brings you back into this mode of recognizing like something's going on and I have to take that into account as I keep moving, feeling the grounds below your feet, feeling the grounds below your footwear, whatever you're wearing, right? Like your high heels or your Timberland boot, your Tims. It's like, yes, you've been alerted now. There's an Earth to Pisces, right? Earth to Pisces, like, hey, what are you creating again? And what's the point? Why are you looking over there when you should be looking over here? What's going on with that? Why are you still in that thought when you had already talked to your spirit guides and God, and you had agreed that you were going to work on this? Why are you over here holding on to that? That's gotta go, because that's in the way of this, right? The yellowing, the ripening, the acknowledgement, like, I'm different. I can't be holding myself back. I can't be bogged down by trying to build others up when I'm up here and I'm building for those that are not in good, like, they're not in this, they're not in with me, they're not with me. So some things, there's illumination on that, and then there's also the breakaway, right, with Uranus. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra, Mercury, angels, archangels, ascended masters, and helpful ancestors. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's like a hiccup. Y'all, your reading's wild, by the way. I do have a lot of Cancer. So you could have Cancer in your reading or in your chart. Or maybe when I do the Cancer reading, you should check that one out. I skipped the Cancer and Capricorn. We have the World at the bottom of the deck, and then we have the High Priest, the Hierophant, trying to flip out. Okay, so another, like, with this, the key and the lightning bolt, it's now leading, and then we do have Pisces at the bottom of the deck here, Son of Cups. That's so cool. Okay. So it's in, yeah, like I was saying, right, like, okay, noticing, realizing you've come into order now, now it's time to, like, really break away from all that is not serving you, and it's not in your honor, and it's not for you, it's not meant for you. All of that is about to, like, be shown, or you're already receiving that kind of knowledge right now. You're, wow, with the Justice card, yes. Okay, here is the Knight of Swords, okay, leaving, like, hey, this is a message from God, right? Like, this is a message from your spirit guides. This is a message from your higher mind, your higher intelligence, okay, telling you, do you stay? Do you want to remain? Do you want to remain? Your hope is not to. You fear remaining stuck, okay? The only thing keeping you there is where your attention is going, right? Where's your attention going? And then here comes order and God reminding you, hi, you've already declared that you're moving away from these spaces. So now it's actually time to take action and time to move away. Time to take action and time to move away, right? With the Son of Swords here, equivalent to the Knight of Swords in the tradition tarot. We have the Three of Swords and the Notorious Three of Swords and the Notorious Seven of Swords, okay? The cards that, you know, maybe God is saying, you yourself, Uranus, also you yourself have come so far. Now we take away all your weapons and now you fight this fight without any weapons, okay? Because you have higher knowledge and you have declared already with God that you know exactly what is bogging you down and you know exactly the karma that you must release. So without that to build the tower, right? With that comes your new strength. With that comes the yellowing, from the whitening to the yellowing, from a naive sort of a wandering star to a grounded a angel on earth, right? Earth angel, that's what they call it. That's not exactly what I'm referencing though. I'm not really referencing a la-di-da earth angel like put here to like save other people when people should be saving their own freaking selves. Like, I think that's what you're recognizing, Pisces, that you're taking on several instances of people's karma when you talked to God and you said, hi God, in exchange for my clearing karma out, I would like all of these things. I would like love, I would like a family, and I would like money. And God said, all of those things come to you all together in a package if you can get through that, right? Without all these weapons that people want to like use against you, right? Or that you've been taught how to use. We have strength at the bottom of the deck. Thank you so much, Goddess. This is a wild reading, very spiritual. Quite a lot of enlightenment. It's happening so fast. Like, by the time you watch this reading, you could already be very well affected, and these everything that I'm talking about could already be in effect. Like, you could be recognizing that you've already cleared a lot of the karma out, and now the planets, all this all the planets meeting up and talking to each other. You know, the Three of Wands in reverse. They're all now you're able to see even the parts, even internalized aspects, or karma that you've internalized from others. Again, wow, the Three of Swords keeps coming up. It's kind of walking away, right? You're telling me that you're no longer in that space, but something lingers in hidden parts of the body, and so it may be that it needs to be worked out somehow. Can we get more clarity on the Seven of Swords, please? Six of Swords upright. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So it could be a Virgo, masculine, or Leo. And then here we are. Okay. Who's gotta go? Why what's holding you back? What's keeping your attention away from your victory, from actual movement? And this is dignified movement, as we've been talking about. What are you holding on to, right? The 10 of Wands in reverse. Can we get more? Sorry. We're back. I want to talk through the sirens, especially when they're that loud. If it's a truck riding by fast, it's not as bad as a truck riding through the actual neighborhood. I'm so sorry. I'm very hiccupy now. Can we get clarity on the Three of Swords here now? Pisces, Three of Swords. It's just like, are you scared to leave something behind? Yeah, so here's the Five of Pentacles. Here's the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. It could have something to do with work or a relationship, and it could be a professional relationship. You're leaving someone out in the cold because you're not walking away from... I apologize. Here's more really loud blaring. But it's like that juicy part, right? Like, I have the Eight of Cups in reverse as well. Can we just look at the Three of Cups? It's one of my... I'm sorry, the Three of Pentacles. It's one of my favorites, right? I mean, I think a lot of people also really favor the Three of Swords. I mean, Three of Pentacles. But this also gives me, like, you've talked to your spirit guides, you've talked to your angels. They also recognize that you've lost a job, you've been let go, or you need to replenish, right? You need to replenish, especially funding, money, income, or work, or project, or creativity. It's coming back. It has a lot to do with your money and how you build your studies, but it's like, can you walk away? Can you walk away from that which pulls on your heartstrings and holds you near, dear, and holds you locked in? You are really healing a lot of heart center, a lot of the heart. A lot of it has to do with the chakra below the heart chakra, right? Which is the solar plexus. What in the solar plexus, what has depleted your confidence, and therefore then affected a depletion of how you provide, how you show strength, how your strength carries you through even without tools and weapons. Like, you're still very capable of winning and battling these forces and walking away to earn, to receive your karmic justice. But it's like, are you actually walking away? Are you actually leaving that? You have left yourself out in the cold because of not having left these spaces. Thank you so much. Can we get more messages on the Justice card? Can we get more clarity? Eight of Swords. The Five of Wands. Wow, the Star. Okay. So, Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. Leaving whatever. Whatever you need to leave. Finalize it. Realize that you don't need it. Then leave it. Realize that that's what's... it's that final, like, something's gotta like push you out of that, because the Eight of Swords, you're not actually tied down to anything, right? It's that like inability to move when you're actually made for this. You're actually built for this. You can take the higher like perspective. You can take a whole new perspective, and then to really relinquish in your balanced love. Okay, here I do want to. This is so crazy. Uranus. That's so wild, y'all. Okay. Uranus is awakening brilliance and individualism. To ponder the opposite perspective. Aries, the copper card, is fertility, the womb, and Venus. Love, pleasure, fertility. Bring sensuality into the fold and embrace it with reverence and curiosity. Aphrodite smiles upon you. Okay, Aphrodite was also a war goddess. So I don't know, you're taking back something, right? Like, you're taking back your peace. You're restoring your peace to yourself, like how you declared. Okay. Xanthosis is yellowing, aging, transitioning, and warning. Indicating transition, the yellowing leads us into the next phase of our chemical work. Envision the yellowing as pages of a beloved novel, or the ochre blanket of leaves in fall. This color seeps out to signify the beginning of the end. A return to zero. Even a deep bruise finds a yellow tint as it reaches its final phases of healing. In contrast, yellow can be the marker of long-awaited growth, as seen in the first rays of the sun and the cheer of forsythia in February. There you go. Wow, whatever its message, yellowing tells the truth. It leads us forward like the vibrant canary in the mine, warning of what's to come. Take heed, the transition is here, whether by yolk or bio. How to respond is up to you. It's likely you already know. To ponder, transition as a teacher. Imagine a rainbow with no yellow. The colors remain static, disconnected. The gift of yellow is the bridging of all the phases, the full expression of life spectrum. Yellow rides a fine line. In art, the color is often interpreted as cheeriness, covering turmoil, as seen in the late paintings of Van Gogh. All right. So, where do you need to just shine the light on? The final release. Gotta go, right? Gotta go. Lion's mane, leadership. I'll just read the guidance. The lion is a symbol of power, animus, the primordial essence within the sacred masculine that expresses itself as relentless determination, ambition, focus, and will. When we meet lion's mane, we immediately feel a regal and generous presence when out of balance, vanity, and overconsumption block the flow of love coming in to inspire ambition. Power isn't powerful when you put others or yourself down. You are a wielder of raw power and may be destructive if consequences are overlooked. Lead your life from a place of compassionate leadership, and the rest will follow. Thank you so much, Pisces. I send you all the love, all the light, all the protective white light that you may need on your new path. Pack very lightly. I'll be back with more messages very soon.